Hey everyone, it's Dave. I want to show you something I'm very excited about. I ordered a brand new Apple MacBook Pro computer, okay? And as you see, it's in the box. This is what it looks like. It just came in the mail. Plastic is still on it. I'm going to open up in front of you to show you what it's like. It's the newest edition of the MacBook Pro. And so very excited. This one's a 13-inch computer, and I was trying to decide what size to go with because the 13-inch one always seemed kind of small to me, but then I sit there and I watch these guys that use the 15-inch one, and this is what I used to have before. I had it for 8 years, lasted a long time. The 15-inch one was great, but I walk into Starbucks and I watch those guys sitting there with their 15-inch computers, and they look giant. They just look so big right now, and then I started thinking to myself, what the hell are you doing in Starbucks all day? I mean, you couldn't find somewhere else to find Wi-Fi. You just got to sit there and look, hey, look at me. Everyone watch me work while I sit and order one coffee and take up a table for 5 hours. Anyway, forget it. I digress a little bit. We'll get to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you exactly what it's like, what it's inside in my brand new computer. I'm sure a lot of you are excited to see what it's like in my reviews on it, to see if it's good, is it worth the changeover, and which one to go with. Again, this is a 13-inch one. When I was thinking about going back to the 15-inch one, just so you know, I thought about it for, 2 weeks, because this is a big deal, something I'm gonna have for a couple of years. And as I was gonna order, I realized the other one's not even 15-inch, it's 16-inch. It's a 16-inch computer. So I'm like, all right, well, that's definitely gonna be too big. I was upset with that 15-inch one. So I decided I'm gonna go with the 13-inch computer and change things up. Now, as you see, it's still in the plastic. I don't know if you can see the shine on there. They do a great job. Man, it's amazing what they do at Cupertino or wherever the hell they build it in Northern California. As you see it on your watch or your phone, whenever you set the time and it asks you, where are you from, East Coast, are you in Chicago, or are you in California? And I'm like, well, I'm in California. I don't even know where Cupertino is. Like, what time is this? Am I going to get some kind of time that's the same as it is in Spain? I'm lost completely. And I figured out that is my time. Anyway, I digress again on which way I'm going with this thing. So you see the plastic on here. They do a great job. And it looks like it's one full thing of plastic. But if you look real closely in here, there's a seam. And it goes all the way around. And that's what it does there. So here's the deal. It says MacBook Pro. Right here on the long side, this is what I got, so exactly what I want before I even open it up, so extremely excited. And then you have the Apple right here on the short side of it, and then you flip it over, the Apple's right there too on the other side. I mean, everyone knows the Apple logo. It's kind of crazy how popular this logo is. As a matter of fact, I guarantee when I open it up, there are going to be stickers inside, because Apple will say, hey, we throw these stickers on your car to let people know, hey, we have Apple products. I think we all know you have Apple products. They've been around for about 50 years. But you ever wonder this, is that one bite? Or is that just like a bunch of small bites to make it look like a perfect bite out of an apple? Am I the only one that thinks that way? I mean, it's everywhere. So you look, I'll show you my old computer. Look at this one here. Same thing. But if you see this logo here, you don't see it on TV or in the movies very often, because I think Apple makes you pay for a rights fee. Anyway, sometimes you'll see it shaped even like a pear. You're like, what computer company is a pear? That's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, or they'll block it out. They'll put a sticker on their skull or something like that. And Speaking of skulls and bad guys, you know, Apple actually has in their thing, this is true, that bad guys can't use their products in movies or TV shows. So let's say you're watching a movie, you're watching, let's go Joker. Let's say you're watching the Joker, and the Joker is the bad guy, and he picks up an iPhone. Well, that's never going to happen because the bad guys can't have it. So that's how they do it. They don't want any bad guys ever representing their products, and that's what they do. So I'm going to get to this right now. As you see, a couple different ways. I can just rip the plastic off and go real fast, or I can show you exactly what's inside. I ordered the space gray this time. The other one over here, you see, it's silver. Space gray, but when I put it next to the picture, it makes me a little bit nervous. It might be silver. It's not a deal breaker because I don't want to send it back, but right now, here's that point where you kind of sit there for 3 seconds and you go, is this space gray or is this thing silver inside? We're going to find out together exactly what's in there. So I'm going to open this thing up, and you can see here's a version of what it will be inside before I open it up. Right here, it's from the left side. And then I flip over immediately to see what it looks like on the right side. There's nothing on the right side. I don't know why they only went one level, but that's kind of interesting what they did there. So what I decided to do, anyway, forget it. That's it. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not getting a computer with the left side computer, right? It has to be a right side on the other side. Love my Apple products. I got to let you know why I chose this computer. All right, you guys want to find out what's inside the box? Me too. Is the Apple products talk to each other. And so I got the iPhone. This is my iPhone that I've had for about a year and a half. I'm not up to date on the newest iPhone because the product has lasted for me. So I think I bought my first iPhone when it was like an iPhone 4. And then I got a 6. And I skipped 5. I think I went to 7. I know I went to 7. And then I waited around a while. So it's good enough. It's good enough. And then I jumped to that X. So we jumped to the X. That was cool. I'm still, I think, stuck right here on the X. I will jump to the new number. I don't know about you guys, but when I buy iPhones, I try and buy numbers that are like good luck numbers for me. You know, does that make any sense at all? Like there's certain numbers you pass through in your life and you go, 7's a lucky number. But 8 might not be good for all people. Anyway, so that's how I do. And excited because when I open this up right here, it will talk to my iPad and it will talk to my iPhone and everything goes in the right direction. The only thing I've always been kind of scared about them talking to each other is sometimes I'll keep my computer in my office or take it with me like so many other people. That's why I went with this model here, not the desktop. But I'll leave my iPad at home. And then I'm like, well, they talk to each other. What if I'm upstairs and my iPad's down here? And they're talking to each other and all of a sudden I got Nana over who's visiting for Sunday dinner, but I'm upstairs and we'll just throw out, for example, let's say I'm looking at Lisa Ann, okay? And I'm upstairs, Lisa Ann's upstairs and on my computer. Nana on here streaming Golden Girls and all of a sudden here comes Lisa Ann on the iPad. Now how do I explain that when I come downstairs? That wasn't Blanche, that wasn't Dorothy, that's not a new Golden Girl. She doesn't even look old, she looks fantastic. I'm always afraid. Am I the only one out there that wonders, shit, if they all talk to each other at the same time, then what happens? Anyway, let's open this up and then maybe I'll figure it out for the next video and let you know what's happened. You know, hold on a second. This isn't sharp enough to open the plastic up. Let me get something else, the knife that's a little bit more delicate that it won't sit there and cut into the possible computer. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and like my channel if you like what I showed you on my brand new Mac Pro. I am looking forward to using it, and thanks for watching.